Good start here for the Astros in the top of the first frame. And Hayden Cresson will settle in now. Bases loaded.
Now batting for the Astros, catcher number 24, Hayden Cresson.
Count 1-0 to Cresson, who will be at catcher today for the Astros. Now 2-0. Working quickly now as Bain fires that one in for a strike, and now the count pulled back to 2-1. Cresson, another lefty here. Got a few lefties on this Astro lineup. And he'll chop that one over towards 40 at first base. That one getting past. That'll score Such, and Sen coming in as well. Diving back into first is Cresson just to be safe as he rounded first base maybe a tad bit too much. He gets back in safely, and it's a 2-run single. 5-2 now your score here. The Astros have taken off in the first inning.
Now batting the first baseman, number 16, Drew Rarick.
Runners on the corners now for Drew Rarick. And still 0 outs for the Astros. Rarick, the number 8 man. Bain checks Creston at first. Now will fire in. Rarick grounds that one over towards short. And Tweedo coming in and firing over to Ford for the first out of the inning. That's a much better result right there if you're the Vets, as they get the ground out. They will trade a run for an out, however, as the score is now 6-0. But they get one out on one pitch.
Now batting right fielder number 5, Jacob Jereshevsky.
Jacob Jereshevsky up next. Now taking off for third is Cresson. After the pass ball, he'll get in safely. Now run number 7, 90 feet away. One and one the count to Jereshevsky, the number 9 man. And Jereshevsky gets into that one. That one dropping into the outfield. That'll score Cresson, and it's 7-0 for the Astros. Scorching hot start here for post 400.
Back to the top of the order for the Astros, number 8, shortstop Carson Barta.
Carson Barta will come up as the Astros have now batted around, and not only that, but with only one down, Barta gets into that one. That one dropping into the gap. Base hit for Carson Barta, who will be 1 for 1. Helmet falling off and heading for home, and now coming back is Jereshevsky. Barta slides into second safely, and it's a double for Carson Barta. Well, when you're on, and that's certainly been the case for the Astros right now, as they just cannot stop reaching base. Now 4 hits here in the top of the first inning to go along with 7 runs. They've got 2 in scoring position for Job Fryer, who's one of those 4 hits. He's 1 for 1.
Now batting number 13, Job Fryer.
1-0 the count to Fryer. Barta on second after the double. Jereshevsky at third. Fryer hits that one in the ground towards Hagen. Over to 40. There's your second out of the inning as they'll trade another run for an out. Jereshevsky scoring, as well as Barta heading over to third. 2 down, and it's now 8-0 for the Astros. That brings up Grant Matter, who walked his first time up. He takes the first pitch for a strike.
Now batting Grant Matter.
Second pitch to Matter is high as he ducks down. And the count even at 1-1. Bain working from the stretch. That one is in the ground over towards short. And 40 puts the squeeze on it for the third out of the inning. That's going to do it for the top half of the first, but what a top half of the first it was for the Astros as they tack home 8 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They lead 8-0 here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We'll be right back. Top of the order for the Vets coming up right after this.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Alrighty, welcome back here to the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We're live here from Young Field in West Fargo, North Dakota. Gorgeous ballpark, the site for a doubleheader today between the Astros and the Vets. And it's going to be Chaitin Sen that's going to be taking the hill for the Astros here in the bottom of the first inning. 8-0 your score as the Astros jumping all over the Vets in the top half of the first inning. They actually had to go through 2 pitchers. Heupel was the starter, got yanked after facing 5 batters, and then coming in for relief was Tanner Bain. And Bain able to stop the bleeding a little bit there as the Astros tack home 8. They've got some pretty solid insurance and run support. I'm sure Chaitin Sen got to be a very happy camper right now as he's going to be working with an 8-0 lead.
Number 8, the shortstop, Carson Twito.
Carson Twito going to start things off for the Vets as they stare an 8-run deficit in the face, but they've got plenty of time to catch up here. We'll see what's in store here in the first inning, and Twito will get things started. He takes the first pitch for ball 1. Twito, the shortstop today for the Vets. Called his name a few times already, albeit incorrectly, so apologies about that, as I was going through and I knew it was either Twito or Twito, but I couldn't remember which one it was. Give an assist to the PA man right there for saying it before me. 2-0 pitch from Sen on the way, and that one's in for strike 1. The 2-1 is hit over towards right field. Jaroszewski running over. A nice catch right there. Jacob Jaroszewski showing off the range for the first out of the inning. Now, as I alluded to earlier on, few new faces for the Astros coming from the Stars in this one. Jaroszewski and Chaitin Sen, excuse me, being 2 of those. They put their fingerprints all over that first out. Of course, Sen the pitcher, and then Jaroszewski out in right field. Landon Troffgruben up next. And he's working with a 1-0 count after taking the first pitch. Sen missing that time as well. Count 2-0. That one catching the middle part of the zone for strike 1. 2-1 the count now to Troffgruben. Sen from the windup. And that one is also hit towards right field. Jaroszewski drifting back and could put that one in his back pocket right there for out number 2. So 2 outs, both of them coming into the leather of Jacob Jaroszewski. That brings up Peyton Jency.
Now batting number 6, the catcher, Peyton Jency.
Peyton Jency, the catcher today for the Vets. He'll settle in at the number 3 hole. First pitch of ball to Jency. Second pitch, a fastball that was more at the ankles than the knees right there. Taken for ball 2. Sen working quickly. That one, umpire likes for a strike. 2-1 the count. So far, at least from what I've seen from some of the post 400 games, these two pitchers been working pretty quickly thus far. That one is taken inside for a ball. Of course, not that that's a bad thing. Even in today's MLB, you'll see some pitchers that like to pitch quickly. That one is taken for a strike. You could see Jancy, about ready to take off for first base, but the umpire's saying not so fast, and now the count is full at 3-2. Payoff pitch from Sen on the way. And that will take his base. Ball 4, as he just had to wait an extra pitch right there. Jancy will head to first with 2 down. That'll bring up Griffin Stahl.
The walk brings up number 5, designated hitter Griffin Stahl.
Looks like we'll have a courtesy runner as well, as it's going to be Logan Vangerud. So Vangerud over at first now for Jancy. And the cleanup man Stahl will bat. First pitch taken for strike 1. Sen will check over on Vangerud at first. Now he goes after the hitter, and he goes after the hitter in more ways than just one. Stahl gets plunked, and that'll put him on first. Vangerud goes over to second, and just like that, 2 down, but maybe the Vets starting to cook with a little gas right here as they've got 2 on. Matt Heupel up next.
Matt Heupel.
Creston will have a word with Sen on the mound. And this is a big at-bat right here for the Vets, as staring an 8-0 deficit in the hole. You have to imagine they don't want to leave too many runners on base. Of course, you never want to leave runners on base. That LOB is 3 of the most dreaded words in baseball. But especially in the first inning, you want to strike while the iron is hot. Try and claw your way back into this one. That's a good start for the Vets, as Heupel will take the first pitch for ball 1. In the middle, the heart of the order right now for the Vets as well. Heupel, then Larson and Burkhart on deck and in the hole, should the Vets get that far here in the bottom of the first. Second pitch is hit right back at Sen. That one's going to get through, and that should be a base hit, and that'll score a run. Vangerud coming in home safely, and it's 8-1, and there you go. The Vets striking while the iron is hot. 8-run deficit becomes 7, as it's 8-1 here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Now batting for the Vets, right fielder number 15, Tanner Larson.
That brings up Tanner Larson. He's got runners on first and second. 2 down, and the Vets will look to keep this 2-out rally going. First pitch to Larson on the way, and a big chop right there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. That one is going to be hit towards the outfield. Charging in is Lucht, and charging back is Barta. It's going to drop between both of them, as heading home is Stahl. And it's another RBI single, and it's 2-0 here. The Vets already making some noise in the bottom of the first.
The single by Larson brings up the catcher. Check that, number 2, Matt Burkhart.
Max Burkhart due up next. 2 on and 2 down for him, and it's a 6-run game, 8-2. First pitch to Burkhart. taken for strike one, albeit to the dismay of some here in attendance today. A 1-1 now to the center fielder. And that second pitch, a breaking ball catching the top part of the zone for strike two. Sutton working with an 0-2 count, and he'll look to end the inning right here in its tracks. Burkhart got to shorten up his swing now to keep this rally alive. And he will do just that. It's a chopper over towards Barta at short. Over to first base, and Rare the catch. But I believe that they're going to say that he's safe. Burkhart turning on the afterburners right there to reach base safely, and the base is now loaded for the Vets. Golden opportunity here for Carson, 40 with 2 down. And the first pitch is taken for ball 1. We saw a couple of runs, I believe 3 of them to be precise, get walked in the top of the first, and now 40 working with 1-0 counts. We'll see if maybe that might be a potential result here in the bottom of the first. Second pitch to 40, big chop right there for strike 1. And the count now even at 1 apiece. That one popped up high and foul. Out of play for strike 2, and another 2-strike count here with 2 down. 1 strike away from the inning being over. And a big pitch up coming right here. This is a big at-bat even in the first inning. Base is loaded for 40. And he'll lay off that one. Is that one high and inside for ball 2. Two with 2 down. And it's hit up the middle over towards second base. Matter fields it. And over to first, and there's your 3rd out of the inning. So that's going to do it for the first inning. In a 33-minute first inning here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. And the Vets get a few runs back. It's 8-2, 6-run lead for the Astros. 3 hits and no errors. That's your first inning here on Magnitude Sports. We got more baseball coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded.
Alrighty, we welcome you back here to Young Field, site for this doubleheader between the Astros and the Vets. Game 1 here on Magnitude Sports, and it's been an offensive showcase thus far. 10 total runs between these two teams, 8-2 your score. The Astros up on top over the Vets as we head for inning number 2. It's going to be Alex Such, Chayton Sen, and Oliver Luck, the 3-2 up, as they'll face off against Tanner Bain, who came in for relief in inning number 1. And he's going to go after Such here in inning number 2 as that one is fouled off. Such walked in the first inning. He settles into his familiar cleanup role. Count 1-1 now to number 11. And Such gets a hold of that one. That one carrying towards the outfield. Drifting back is Larson, and Larson can't make the play. As that one is actually was caught, never mind. So my eyes deceiving me right there. Nice grab by Larson out in right field, robbing Such of extra bases. I think Such and I were on the same page right there, as that one was going to go over his head, but what a grab right there by Tanner Larson out in right field. It's one down. Chayton Sen up next, and he's looking at an 0-2 count. He walked his first time up. Oh, 2, and got him swinging for strike 3. There's your first strikeout of the game, as Sen is retired on strikes. Bain has settled in here in the second inning. It's 2 down. Here's Oliver Lucht. Lucht also walked his first time up, and this one chopped over towards 40 at first, but it's out of play, foul ball. Second pitch on the way here to Lucht, and he takes it outside for a ball. One inside for strike 2. Pitcher's count now for Bain, and he's one pitch away from a 1-2-3 inning. And that one's popped up. It might do it. It's going to be in the middle of a few vets. We'll see who comes out with it. It's going to be Hagen making the catch over from second base, and that'll do it. It is a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up and 3 down. A strikeout, a heck of a catch out in right field. And then Hagen snagging the pop fly. That's going to do it for the middle, or the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. Your score holds at 8-2 here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We'll be right back with the bottom of the second. It's going to be the number 9 and the top of the order due up for the Vets right after this.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo.
What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
On the Magnitude Sports Media Network, 1-2-3 inning for the Vets, just what the doctor ordered as they cut into the 8-0 lead in the bottom of the first. We'll see what they can do here in the bottom of the second. 6-run ball game between the Astros and the Vets. It's going to be Tanner Bain, then Carson Twito and Landon Troffgruben. The 3 due up here for West Fargo, as Chayton Sen will start to work through the order second time around here after facing off against Bain for the first time. Looks like we're about ready to get underway here as Bain will settle in. Pitcher v. pitcher here to start things off in the bottom of the second, and Bain been fantastic in relief thus far. And Bain will drive that one towards the outfield. Lucht getting under it, and there's your first out of the inning. 1 pitch and 1 down. That'll bring up the top of the order in Carson Twito. Twito, who suffered a similar fate his first time up. He flew out to Jacob Jarashevsky to start things off. First pitch to Twito on the way, and it's a breaking ball for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 from Sen. And that one, another breaking ball right there as it's fouled off. And a quick 0-2 count here to Twito, the leadoff man. Here's the 0-2. Taken for a ball. That one missing high in the count, 1-2. That one missing as well. Couldn't quite get Twito to chase. Count now even. Two on the way, and that one also missing high. So from 0-2 to 3-2, Twito with a chance to draw a walk potentially, as it's a full count. Payoff pitch on the way from Sen, and it hits him. Twito heads over to first as he gets hit by the pitch, and that puts one on for Landon Trofgruben.
Brings up the third baseman, number 7, Landon Trofgruben.
Looks like Crescent gonna go talk with Sen, as will the umpire. Might have just been a brief word from the umpire and a brief word from Crescent as well. One down and one on for Trofgruben, who's 0 for 1. Also flew out to Jaroszewski in inning number 1. Pickoff throw back over to first, and not much doing right there. Twito slides back in safely. Seen a fair amount of pickoff throws here so far while covering Post 400. Still waiting for that first one, but I have to imagine we'd be due for one soon, as that one's taken for a strike. 0-1 the count. I'll say maybe few things are bigger momentum boosters than a pickoff, as that breaking ball is in for strike 2. But if Sen is looking for an out, he might have one on his fingertips right here, as it's an 0-2 count to Trofgruben. That one bounced up the middle. Maybe a chance for 2 right here, as Matter will head over to second. Step on the bag. He can't get the throw off to get 2, but he will get the lead runner. As Twito's out at second, it's 2 down now for Peyton Jancy.
Brings up the catcher, number 6, Peyton Jancy.
Jancy walked his first time up, and he's got one on with 2 down. And he takes the first pitch outside. 1-0 to the catcher, whose walk really started things off for the West Fargo Vets, as first 2 hitters got retired. Jancy walked and then eventually ended up scoring one of the 2 runs. Second pitch, a foul ball to even the count. One as the runner takes off for second. Jancy swinging through and sliding in safely is Trofgruben. He's now in scoring position after swiping that bag, and it's a 1-2 count. One pitch away from ending the inning right here. That one just missing the zone. Nice take right there by Jancy. The count knotted up at 2 apiece. 2-2 with 2 down here in the bottom of the second, and a runner on second. That one hit over towards short. Barta charging in. Going to be a close play at first, but they got him. Rarick stretching off the bag right there to make the play for the 3rd out of the inning. That's going to do it for the second inning of play here. No score between either team. Your score holds at 8-2. No runs, no hits, no errors, and the Vets trail by 6 as we head towards the top of the 3rd. We'll be right back with the top of the 3rd right after this. Quick word from your sponsor here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
We rejoin you here live from Young Field in West Fargo. 8-2 your score, the Astros leading the Vets. And all the scoring coming in the first inning, the Astros with 8 and the Vets with 2. Scoreless second inning for both these teams. We'll see what the third inning has in store. And it's going to be Hayden Cresson leading things off. It'll be Cresson, Rarick, and Jaroszewski, the bottom of the order, as they'll go against Tanner Bain, who's in for, I guess technically the way baseball is scored would be inning number 3 of pitching, albeit he did not start inning number 1, but he got all the outs in inning number 1. And a 1-2-3 inning in inning number 2. Inning 3 starts off with the ball to Cresson. 2-0 as Cresson takes that one in the dirt. That one might have gone in between the legs of the umpire right there, and you can see one of the Astros running out to go get it. That was Jaroszewski. And the pitch came in as Cresson had his hand up to call time. It'll be called strike, and you could see, I was confused for a sec. Cresson certainly looked like he was not ready to hit at all. He had his hand up, but the pitch came in. Umpire liked it for a strike. Now Cresson going to have a word with his coach. Officially, as of right now, it's ruled at a 2-1 count, so I believe the strike is counted as of right now. And I believe that that's how it'll stand. So an unfortunate break right there for Cresson now, as the count is 2-1. And Cresson lines that one through the hole past Hagen. That'll go down as a base hit. Cresson starts the inning off with a single. Now the 5th hit of the game for the Astros.
Hit for the Astros brings up first baseman number 16, Drew Rarick.
Drew Rarick, the first baseman, up next. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Rarick hits that one towards the outfield. Drifting back is Burkhart. Burkhart meanders over to make the first out of the inning. So quick one pitch out right there. Save the arm a little bit if you are Bain. Also keep the runner at first as well. One down, and now maybe, just maybe, always in the back of the mind, try and turn 2 right here in the end the inning, but we'll see for sure. As Jaroszewski slides into the box for the second time today, he's 1 for 1 with a single. But regardless, 1 out with 1 down, not the worst situation in the world to be in. They won't turn 2 on that one, though, as that one's hit up the hole. And Jaroszewski 2 for 2 with his second single of the ball game. That'll bring up the top of the order, and Carson Barta, he's got 2 on with 1 down.
That brings up shortstop number 8, Carson Barta.
Barta 1 for 1. He walked his first time up and then doubled his last time, and a double right here would score at least 1, and depending on the depth of the double, maybe 2. Good chance right here for the Astros to get some of those runs back as Barta takes the first pitch for a strike. Now, time will be called. Bartle will step out of the box, get a practice swing in, and settle back in. That time there was no debate that time was called. The 0-1 pitch is lined up through the middle, getting through the hole right there, laying out and couldn't quite grab it. That was Hagen. Barna now 2 for 2 with a single and a double. He's got a walk in there as well. He's reached base for the 3rd time today. And the base is loaded for Job Fryer. Here come the Astros in inning number 3 as they're starting to mount the pressure on Bain. Fryer pops that one up weakly. It's going to be a tough play and drop in the middle. I believe infield fly is going to be the call. So Fryer will go down.
Bring up second baseman number 7, Grant Matter.
Matter will settle in with the bases juiced and 2 down. He takes the first pitch for strike 1. Matter walked his first time up and then grounded out his last time. And he's looking at a quick 0-2 count. Bain with a chance to get out of a jam right here. The 0-2 is just fouled back by Matter. He stays alive. And another big pitch upcoming right here. The chance to kill the Astros' pressure in its tracks. It's chopped over towards third. Schroffgruben will step on the bag, and he got him in time. And that'll end the inning. So Bain, with bases loaded and 1 down, able to get out of the jam right there. As no runs will score for the Astros, and they leave 3 on base in the top of the 3rd inning. They tag home 2 hits, no runs, no errors. Your score holds 8-2 here, 6-run lead for the Astros on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We'll be right back with more right after this.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Alrighty, back in action here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Astros and Vets baseball, game 1 of 2, and your score holds after the 1st inning as we head towards the bottom of the 3rd, 8-2. We're about to get underway here. The Vets trying to chip into that lead a little bit more. It's going to be Griffin Stahl leading things off for the Vets.
7 up on the plate for the Vets. Number 5, the designated hitter, Griffin Stahl.
Stahl walked his first time up. And he takes the first pitch for ball 1 to lead off the bottom of the 3rd. One-0 pitch from Sen on the way, and it's fouled off. .48 pitches now on the night for Chayton Sen unofficially. 22 balls and 26 strikes for his breakdown, as he's in inning number 3 of his start. Pitch number 49 is hit hard over towards first base, knocked down by Rarick, and Rarick will charge in on his horse right there for out number 1. Good start to the inning for the Astros as it's 1 up and 1 down. That brings up Matt Heupel. Heupel, who singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1 on the game.
Brings up left fielder number 21, Matt Heupel.
Heupel was the starting pitcher originally for the Vets. Made through the first 5 batters before getting yanked for Bain, and Bain been dealing pretty well since then, and Heupel settled over into left field and has contributed with his bat as he's 1 for 1. He fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. Now unofficially 50 pitches on the night for Sen. Second pitch is taken for a ball. One missing high and outside. Sen couldn't quite pick his spot with the breaking ball right there, as that one might have come out of his hand a little bit weirdly, and it's 2-1 the count. Foul ball again by Heupel. Both strikes have been foul balls, and the count back to even at 2 apiece. Two on the way. And it's taken for a ball. Full count, 3-2 to Heupel. Three-two on the way. And it misses for ball 4. Heupel will take his base and reach first for the second time today. That brings up Tanner Larson. Larson 1 for 1 on the game with a single as well, and he's got 1 on with 1 down. First pitch low for ball 1. And the umpire likes that second one for a strike. It caught the outside part of the zone. Back-to-back fastballs from Sen versus Larson. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. And he'll check over on Heupel at first. Now from the stretch, the 1-1, and that one missing high for a ball. Sen delivers, and that one is popped up high towards the outfield. It's going to be playable, but for who is the question, as Jarszewski hits the deck and makes the catch for the second out of the inning. He's been a busy man out there in right field, and that one may be a bit of an adventure, but he puts the squeeze on it, hangs on, completing the process of the catch to the ground, and it's 2 down.
That brings up center fielder number 2, Max Burkhardt.
Max Burkhardt up next, the center fielder. He's 1 for 1. He singled his first time up. He's got Heupel on first with 2 down. Sen will fire back over to first. Heupel slides back in safely. Here's the 1-0. Inside for strike 1. Count now even. Sends pitch on the way, and that one missing as Creston able to snag that one and prevent it from being anything more than ball 2. Burkhardt will dig back in now with a hitter's count. And even more so after that one taken for ball 3. Two outs and 3-1 the count to Max Burkhardt. And it misses for ball 4 as that one getting past Creston a little bit. You can see Heupel checking over just to be sure of where that baseball is, but he's not going to get any further than second base. But a big walk right there by Max Burkhardt. 2 on and 2 down now for Carson Forty.
Brings up number 32, the first baseman, Carson, 40.
40 grounded out his first time up. He's 0 for 1, but he's got a chance to maybe get a run back here for the Vets in the bottom of the third inning. 40 hits that one up the middle. That one getting past Sen, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Maybe not, actually, as Lucht was quick with the throw, and you can see Heupel was held up at third, but the base is loaded for Tanner Bain.
The hit by 40 brings up Tanner Bain, left fielder.
Hit number 4 now on the night for the Vets, and hit number 5 would be Mammoth for West Fargo. 40 0 for 1 with the ground out. Or excuse me, Bain. 40, the one that just notched the single. The count 0-1 to Bain, who's 0 for 1 with a flyout. So I was half right. Second pitch high for a ball. Hitters count at 2-0, and it looks like going to be a quick chat now for the pitcher, Sen. We saw a bases loaded jam in the top of the third that Bain was able to get out of. Now, how poetic would that be? Bain either with a chance to prevent a bases loaded jam escape by the Astros, or Bain could be the one that gets out here if Sen could escape this bases loaded jam. So either way, going to be seeing a little bit of, not sure what exactly the word is that I'm looking for. I said poetic earlier, but maybe ironic. Count is 2-0 to Bain. Bases loaded with 2 down. That's the first strike of the at-bat. That one, fastball at the knees. Two one from Sen, missing high for ball 3. 3-1 the count to Tanner Bain. Carson Twido on deck, and of course a walk would bring in run number 3 for the Vets. Here's the 3-1, and it misses for ball 4. In the dirt, Bain will take his base, and the Vets get another run back. It's now 8-3.
The walk brings in a run, brings up number 8, the shortstop, Carson Twido.
So Bain's walk scores a run. It was Twido who walked his previous time up as well. He's 0 for 1. He also flew out in the first at-bat of the game. Sen's pitch missing high for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That one inside as well. But that one being called a strike. 1-1 the count now. Even count to Twido, the shortstop. And he pops that one up high. It's drifting over to foul territory. Giving chase is Rarick as well as Crescent, but neither of them quite able to make a play on that ball. It'll go down as strike 2. 1-2 the count now to the leadoff man, and big chance right here for the Vets to continue the scoring. They got 1 run, but you have to imagine with the bases loaded, they'll be looking for maybe a few more here. There's a big pitch upcoming. And time will be called. So build the suspense just a little bit more in this at-bat, and here's the 1-2. Taken for strike 3. Sen sends him down, and that'll end the inning.
For the Astros.
So the Vets bring home 1 run here as they make it 8-3 now. It's a 5-run game as they take home, I believe, 1 hit, 1 run, no errors. That'll do it for the 3rd inning as we head towards the 4th on Magnitude Sports. We'll be right back with more baseball Game's starting to get interesting. Don't go anywhere.
Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded.
Alrighty, welcome back to the action. Astros and Vets baseball, 8-3 your score as we're about ready to get the top of the fourth inning started. It's going to be Alex Such, Chayton Sen, and Oliver Luck, the 3-2 up for the Astros. Looks like we have some changes around the diamond as well for the Vets. Wrigley Gunderson in the game now. First pitch to Such is taken for strike one.
Now batting third baseman number 11, Alex Such.
Such 0 for 1, walked and then flew out his last time up. And he evens up the count after taking that pitch, 1-1. Bain kicks and fires, and that one flared out towards right field and just out the outstretched glove of Carson Fordy at first base. That'll drop as a bloop single for Alex Such to lead off the inning. Mere inches away from making that catch right there. Just couldn't quite make the stretch. A lot of times you hear talking about first baseman making a stretch over on the bag, trying to pick or grab a throw that might be off the mark, but he couldn't quite make that stretch. And now that single is going to be followed up with one driven into the gap. Chayton Sen into the gap for extra bases. Heading over to third is Such, and Such going to round third and head home. And the relay throw not in time as Such gets in there safely, and it's a stand-up triple for Chayton Sen. And that'll score a run as well for the Astros. 9-3 your score.
RBI triple for Chayton Sen brings up Oliver Luck.
After the triple, here's Oliver Luck, who's 0 for 1, walked and then flew out his last time up. He's got a runner on third. And Luck drives that one up high. Caught by Burkhart for the first out.
That brings up the catcher number 24, Hayden Cresson.
Hayden Cresson up next after the fly out for out number 1. Sen holding up at third. Cresson 2 for 2 with 2 singles in this ball game. He's been having a day at the dish. He's the man behind the dish as well. Pitch number 50 for Bain came in for strike 1, 0-1 the count. And 51 misses in low and inside for a ball. Here's the 1-1, and that one fouled off towards opposite field. One and two now, the count to Cresson. He's got Sen on third base with one down. And that one is going to be flared out and dropping over the head and the outstretched arm of Twyla. That will bring in Sen, and it's 3 for 3 now, 3 singles and an RBI for Hayden Cresson. It's 10-3. The Astros lead by 7. Also hit number 10 for post 400 as well. And that hit might potentially end the evening for Tanner Bain, as we'll have a meeting on the mound. You can see a few players coming in and someone coming off the dugout bench as well. It's going to be a new man getting the ball here for the Vets. It's going to be Ethan Smith, I believe, will be taking the hill. So Smith will come in for Bain, get a few warm-ups in. We're going to take a quick break and be right back. It's going to be Drew Rarick due up. He'll be the first batter faced by Ethan Smith here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo.
What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Final few warm-ups underway here for Smith as he'll face off against Rarick. Rarick will settle in with one down and one on. That's Aiden Cresson, the runner on first. That ends the night for Tanner Bain. Bain, who had a solid outing in relief. He surrendered, I believe, 6 runs. Came in the first inning, got all 3 outs in there. 1-2-3 inning in the second. Some solid pitching throughout the game. Smith's first pitch in there for strike 1. 0-1 the count to Rarick. And the second pitch in for strike 2. Pitcher's count here for Ethan Smith working against Drew Rarick. And he'll look for a big out right here. 0-2 is chopped over towards Twito at short. Flipping over to second, a chance for 2 right here, and they got it. The turning of the 2 outs for the price of 1, and that'll end the inning. So how about that? Ethan Smith comes in relief and gets exactly what he needed, a ground out double play. My goodness. So as we head towards the bottom of the 4th inning here, 10-3 your score as the Astros bring home 2 runs. They lead by 7 as we head towards the bottom of the 4th. Landon Trough and Peyton Jancy and Griffin Stahl, the 3 due up. Right after this quick word from your sponsor.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Bottom of the 4th inning, about to get started here. Astros and Vets. Baseball on Magnitude Sports. 7-run game as it's a 10-3 lead. The Astros bringing home 2 in the top of the 4th. The Vets now, the onus is on them to try and answer back. They're going to be facing off against a new pitcher here. Logan Sullivan coming into the game in relief. We saw Logan Sullivan in action last night in Game 2. In relief, came in the 6th inning and pitched pretty darn well in that one as the Astros came away with the loss, but Sullivan faced with a bases loaded jam with 0 outs, I believe, and only ended up surrendering 1 run out of that. And then shut things down in the bottom of the 7th inning as well. The Astros just were not able to get that 1 run they needed to tie.
Landon
Troftgruben will be the first man that Sullivan will face. And the first pitch to him is a ball. Count now even, 1-1. Troftgruben 0 for 2, flew out and then reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. Pitch number 3 is lined through the hole. That's going to drop for a single. Troftgruben starts the inning off with a base hit. Hit number 5 now for the Vets, and that puts a runner on first for Peyton Jancy. Jancy 0 for 1, walked and then grounded out his last time up.
brings up the catcher, number 22, Peyton Jancy.
Time going to be called right here before the first pitch could come in. Couldn't exactly see who called time, but you could clearly hear the umpire bark that out. And now play will resume. First pitch to Jancy on the way. Breaking ball missing high for ball 1. On the way from Sullivan. That one in the ground over towards Barta. Chance for 2 of their own right here for the Astros, and they got it. We saw it in the top half of the 4th inning, and here it is in the bottom. 6-4-3, 2 outs for the price of 1. 2 down now here for the Vets. Griffin Stahl settles in with the bases empty and 2 down. 0 for 1, he walked and then grounded out his last time. Takes the first pitch for a ball. I believe that's the first time I've seen 2 double plays in one game, and not only that, 2 double plays in 1 inning. Big chop by Stahl right there to even the count. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball, nice pitch right there for strike 2. Sullivan 1 pitch away from ending the 4th. He shakes off his catcher Crescent twice. Now he likes what he sees. Here's the 1-2, and that one, fastball that looked like it was about to be in the dirt, but stayed up, I guess, but that one inside for a ball. 2-2 now to Stahl. Got him with a breaking ball for strike 3. Sullivan strikes him out, and that ends the 4th inning. So technically 3 up and 3 down. Not a 1-2-3 inning as they were able to tack home a hit, but no errors, no runs. And your score holds 10-3. The Astros lead by 7 on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen this summer by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 98% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
Welcome back to the Diamond. Young Field the site here for this ball game. Astros leading by 7, 10-3 over the Vets. After an exciting fourth inning, we head here towards the top of the fifth. Of course, that fourth inning featuring a double play from both teams. Some pretty good glove work out in the field, especially in the infield, and some nice plays in the outfield as well between both these teams. And game that's had a little bit of everything. 10-3, 13 combined runs.
Astros, right fielder number 5, Jacob Jaroszewski.
Jaroszewski will lead off the fifth inning. And the first pitch he sees is ripped foul. Jaroszewski been having a nice day at the plate thus far. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. He brings up the bottom of the order, and Barta and Fryer, the top of the order, due up after Jaroszewski. Second pitch of the at-bat on the way. Nice breaking ball for strike 2. And a quick 0-2 count. Jaroszewski fouling that one off as he leaned over just to get a piece of it with his bat. Drifting foul, as you can see, 40 give chase, but to no avail right there. Another 0-2 on the way. That one also in the opposite field and drifting foul as well. That one a little bit closer to fair play, but said it's going to be a long run for, I think, one of the coaches. No, it is a player, but he'll run out from the dugout, get a few extra steps in. Count remains at 0-2, and that one missing for a ball. Here's Smith from the stretch. That one chopped up over the head of Smith in the dirt, over towards Hagen at third, and that one getting past 40. Safe at first to Jaroszewski, and he's going to head off to second as his helmet comes off. Good start for the Astros. That'll officially be ruled as an error. I mentioned good fielding earlier. That's the first error of the game. Jaroszewski on second now for Carson Barta, who's 2 for 2. Walked, doubled, and then singled.
That brings up Carson Barta.
Barta, the leadoff man, will settle in for his 4th plate appearance of the game. And he chops the first pitch he sees over towards short. Twito over to first, and there's the first out of the inning.
Now bring up left fielder, number 13, Job Fryer.
Job Fryer up next. He's 1 for 3, singled, grounded out, and then out on an infield fly his last time up. He's got Barta at third. Or excuse me, Jaroszewski at third. And he'll look at the first pitch for ball 1. .1-0 from Smith is swung through by Fryer. Count now even. Smith's 1-1 missing outside. Fryer hits that one over towards shortstop. Twito well on the throw as it's squeezed by Ford for the second out of the inning. Jaroszewski will come in and score and make it 11-3. Base is now empty with 2 down for Grant Matter. Matter 0 for 2, walked and then grounded out his last 2 times, and he's looking at an 0-1 count. Matter swing and a miss on the second pitch. 0-2 now. Smith looking to get out of the inning right here. From the stretch, the pitch on the way, and got him looking for strike 3. Matter goes down on 3 strikes. Nice strikeout right there by Ethan Smith. And that'll end the inning as it's 1 run on no hits and an air charge to the Vets. 11-3 your score here, 8-run game. The Astros lead the Vets as we head towards the bottom of the 5th. Heupel, Larson, and Burkhart, the 3-2 up. We'll bring you those at-bats and maybe some more after this quick word from your sponsor.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Alrighty, bottom of the 5th about to get underway as the Astros tack home 1 more run in the top of the 5th. They lead 11-3 over the West Fargo Vets in game 1 of 2, a doubleheader. Logan Sullivan back on the mound for inning number 2 of pitching in relief. He's going up against Matt Heupel, who's 1 for 1, singled and then walked. And the count is 0-1 to Heupel. Second pitch of the at-bat on the way. That one just missing the zone. Count now even. Umpire likes that one for a strike as Heupel takes it. 1-2 now to the left fielder. Crescent gonna have a word with Sullivan on the 1-2 count. Maybe discussing which pitch he wants him to throw and where exactly to throw it. Here's the 1-2. That one is hit hard over towards second. Matter can't quite pick it. That drifts over to Lucht, and that's a base hit to start things off. It's Matt Heupel with the single. Heupel on first now for Tanner Larson, who's 1 for 2 with the single of his own, and then flew out his last time up.
Brings up batter number 6 in the lineup, right fielder number 15, Tanner Larson.
First pitch to Larson is swung on and missed for strike 1. Larson pops that one up high. It's going to be playable. Looking for it in the sun and able to make the catch right there is Such for out number 1. Well, let me tell you, those are usually trickier than they look, especially with the sun shining right down. But you can see the shades of Such right there doing their job as he was able to pick it out of the sky and put the squeeze on it for out number 1. 1 down now for Max Burkhart, who's got Heupel still on first. Burkhart 1 for 1 and singled and then walked his last time up. Here's the 1-0. That one missing inside for a ball. 2-0 pitch from Sullivan, catching the outside part of the zone for a strike. 2-1 the count. Count now 2-1 to Burkhart. And a breaking ball couldn't quite break back into the zone. Hitters count here at 3-1. Sullivan's pitch is taken for a strike in that far right corner of the zone. Full count at 3-2. Payoff pitch upcoming. Sullivan checks Heupel at first. Pitch on the way, and that one just missing for ball 4. Burkhart will take his base over at first.
The walk will bring up the first baseman, number 32, Carson 40.
2 on for Carson 40, who's 1 for 2, grounded out and then singled his last time up. 40, the number 8 hitter, as the Vets approaching the top of their lineup once again. Forty pops that one up behind us and foul. Second pitch of the at-bat on the way. That one's in there for a strike. 0-2 on a nice breaking ball. Pitchers count now to 40, who will look to just shorten his swing up maybe a little bit, get a piece of anything. Oh, 2, and that's exactly what he does, and there's a chance for maybe 2 right here as Barda firing on the run over there as he hits the deck on the throw. Heading home to score is going to be Heupel. No, they're going to say obstruction. So it'll go down as a double play, and that's going to end the inning. Unbelievable scenes right here from Young Field as instead of a run scored, it's the end of the bottom of the 5th. My goodness. Barda hitting the deck as he tried to make the throw to turn 2. He stepped on the bag to get the runner out at second. And then I guess they didn't like the slide in towards Barda as he fell down on the throw. Couldn't quite put it on the mark, and that'll do it. After 5 innings, your score 11-3, 8-run lead for the Astros as we head towards the 6th inning. Such, Sen, and Luck for the 3-2 up. We'll bring you those at-bats and maybe some more right after this.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo.
What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
It's a Tuesday night doubleheader here on Magnitude Sports. Astros and Vets, the teams in Game 1. We've had an exciting one thus far. 11-3 your score. The Astros leading the Vets by 8 runs. In the top of the 6th, it's Such, Sen, and Luck to the 3-2 up as they will face off against Ethan Smith. And the first pitch fouled off.
Third baseman, number 11, Alex Such.
Such is 1 for 2, walked, flew out, and then singled his last time up. The second pitch taken for a ball. 1-1 the count now to the cleanup hitter. And he hits that one hard over towards short. Nice pick right there by Twito. And a nice out right there. First out of the inning. One down for Chayton Sen.
Now batting, number 17, Logan Sullivan.
Or excuse me, Logan Sullivan actually. Sullivan coming in to pitch for Sen. So Sullivan will settle into the batter's box for his first plate appearance of the game. And he takes the first pitch for ball one. Count now even after that one taken for a strike. One, breaking ball for strike two. Ethan Smith one pitch away from notching a strikeout. And he won't get it right there as that one is chopped over towards third. Troftgruben can't handle it cleanly at first, and now it gets past 40 at first base. Sullivan will be safe at first. It'll officially be scored as an error. The second error of the game now for the Vets. One on and one down for Oliver Luck, who's 0 for 2. Walked, flew out twice. First pitch to Luck, outside for ball one. Is taken for ball two. Catcher firing quickly back over to first. Jancy couldn't quite get Sullivan, who slides back in safely, but it was a close call right there. Count 1-1. That one hit hard up the middle and getting past the diving Twito. It's a base hit for Oliver Luck, his first of the game.
The hit for Oliver Luck brings up number 24, the catcher, Hayden Cresson.
And that brings up a man who's had his first hit of the game a while ago and notched two more after that. Hayden Cresson, he's 3 for 3 with 3 singles. He's got 2 on with 1 down. He's probably one of the few guys that Ethan Smith for sure would not want to see right now, the way he's been swinging the bat. Cresson taking the first pitch for strike one. Second pitch is chopped and foul. Quick 0-2 count to Cresson. Lefty will settle back in after that foul ball. And he takes that one outside for a ball. He'll live to see another pitch as the count is now 1-2. Still a pitcher's count here for Smith and company. 1-2 pitch, and Cresson checking his swing, and a nice call right there to hold off on that pitch. It bounced near the dirt, and the count 2-2. Even count pitch on the way, and he takes it for a ball. Full count now at 3-2 after being down in the count 0-2. Cresson has fought his way back in. And a payoff pitch upcoming from Ethan Smith. That one hit opposite field the other way. And it's going to drop a fair ball. Could see Heupel maybe thinking it was going to be a foul ball. It drops over on the right side of that white chalk. It's going to be a double for Cresson. 4th hit of the game, and it brings home Sullivan as well. It's 12-3.
RBI double for Cresson brings up first baseman number 16, Drew Werrick.
Drew Rarick up next, and he's got 2 runners in scoring position.
Courtesy running at second is number 1, Matt Nelson.
Matt Nelson will be the courtesy runner for Crescent at second as well. Rarick 0 for 3, grounded out, flew out, and then grounded out again. He'll look to get off to Schneid here. Maybe drive in a run or 2. He looks at the first pitch for strike 1. Oh, 1 pitch is chopped, and charging in and trying to score, sliding down low and safe is Lucht. Lucht will score, and it's 13-3, and everyone is safe. So it'll be ruled as a fielder's choice and an error. Runners on the corners now as Rarick is safe at first as well.
Run scores on the air. That brings up number
It's
5,
a 10-run game, 13-3 here. Brings up Jacob Jarshevsky, who's 2 for 3. Reached with 2 singles and then reached on an error. It's also worth noting that should this score hold after the bottom of the 6th, the game would be over as well, as that 10-run rule would be in effect. First pitch to Jarshevsky, taken for ball 1. Jarshevsky with a half swing right there as it's bouncing in the dirt. Smith looking over to where to throw. He ends up firing over to 40 for the second out of the inning. Nelson comes in and scores. It's 14-3. 2 down now with a runner on second base in Rarick.
That brings up number 10, Anthony Erickson.
Anthony Erickson up next. He will settle in for his first plate appearance of the game as he'll hit for Carson Barta. Two down and runner on second in Drew Rarick for Anthony Erickson. As we have a brief pause in play, it's an 11-run game as 3 have come across here for the Astros in the top of the 6th inning. First pitch to Erickson inside for a ball. Erickson hits that one in the ground, a foul ball. Here's the 1-1. And Erickson will take that one for a ball. You can see Rarick about ready to take off for third, but he'll hold up and trot back over to second base. 2-1 the count. And the 2-1 high and tight right there as Erickson ducks. Nearly got him. The 3-1 pitch misses outside for ball 4. Erickson walks. He'll head over to first base, and now 2 on with 2 down for Job Fryer. Fryer, who singled his first time up, grounded out on an infield fly and then grounded out again. First pitch to Fryer is fouled straight back for strike 1. A 1-1 from Smith, and it's a looping breaking ball in for strike 2. Almost like a wiffle ball out in the backyard, that pitch was. That one is popped up by Fryer. Chasing over and can't quite make the play as that one's over the other side of the fence. That was Heupel. Count remains at 0-2. Can hear maybe off in the distance on the crowd mic the ping of a bat. Sounds like someone getting their cuts in right now. Some excellent background noise for this game, as that one is going to be the ping of the bat as well on the diamond, and that's going to drop into the gap. Rarick heading home, and it'll be Erickson holding up at third. It's a one-run double for Job Fryer, his second hit of the game. Another run comes across for the Astros, and their successful inning continues.
That brings up second baseman Grant Matter.
2 on and 2 down for Grant Matters. 0 for 3. Walked, grounded out twice, and then struck out his last time up. He takes the first pitch for ball 1. 15-3 now your score on Magnitude in game 1. It's the Astros with the 12-run lead. Matter now working with a 2-0 count. That pitch grounded hard and through the hole. Base hit for Matter, his first of the game. That'll score Erickson, and it's 16-3. Runners on the corners now for Alex Such after that RBI single.
Now batting for the Astros, number 15, Paul Narum.
It'll actually be Paul Narum that will be hitting for Such. So Narum will see his first plate appearance of the game with the runners on the corners. Now hit number 14 for the Astros. Been impressive from them all around at the dish today. They've got 16 runs out of those 14 hits. They've certainly got their money's worth. First pitch taken outside for strike 1. 0-1 the count to Narum, and he takes that one for a ball. And Matter gonna just easily and lazily trot over to second base. He'll take the open base, and that'll put him in scoring position. 1-1 the count now to Narum with 2 in scoring position. And that one is tipped foul for strike 2. Now Smith 1 pitch away from that elusive third out of the inning for the Vets, as the majority of these runs here from the Astros have come with 2 down. Breaking ball, that one just missing to even the count. Now 50 pitches unofficially as well for Ethan Smith. 17 balls and 33 strikes. Pitch number 51 is going to be hit hard towards the outfield. Charging in from right field is Larson, and he puts the squeeze on it. There's your third out of the inning, and that'll end the top half of the 6th inning on Magnitude Sports. But it's the Astros making noise. 5 runs on 4 hits and a few errors as well. A few left on base. They lead by 13 now with the 5-run top of the 6th. 16-3 your score. We'll see if the Astros can close it out here in the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back with some baseball right after this.
Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded.
And we're back here on Magnitude Sports. Bottom of the sixth coming up, and as I alluded to earlier, potentially the final inning of the game. Of course, that ton-run rule that I was talking about could be in play here should the Vets fail to score 4 runs. As it's a 13-run lead here, Astros up 16-3. It's going to be, I believe, at least tentatively speaking, Tanner Bain and Carson Twido and Landon Trofgruben, the 3-2 up here. They're going to be facing off against Logan Sullivan, who will look to close this ball game out. Game 1 has been kind thus far to the Astros, as they've been mashing 14 hits and 16 runs. Pretty impressive stuff from the plate. And it'll be Ethan Smith that'll be leading things off, so hence the tentatively speaking right there. Nice job by me to cover myself in case I was wrong, and that was the case right there. Second pitch of the at-bat on the way from Sullivan, and a swinging strike right there by Smith. From the windup. And that one going to be hit over towards short. Barta firing over to first, and Rarick foot on the bag for out number 1. Good start for the Astros, looking to shut this game down in its tracks. They've got 2 outs remaining now from victory. It's going to be Skylar Horde that will be batting for Twido.
Number 12, Skylar Horde.
Horde will see his first plate appearance of the game here as he settles into the leadoff spot. It's 1 down and the base is empty. First pitch from Sullivan missing outside for a ball. Now here's the 1-0. And that one dropped in for a strike to even the count. 1-1 now to Skylar Horde. It's been 30 pitches on the game for Sullivan, 10 balls and 20 strikes. And 31 was a breaking ball that was fouled off. Now a pitcher's count here, 1-2. Sullivan deals. And that one not quite in the zone right there. Couldn't get the chase, and the count evened up at 2 apiece. That one got him looking for strike 3. Backwards K for Skylar Horde for the second out of the inning, and now 1 out away from victory are the Astros.
Batter, they'll bring up number 9, Hayden Cole.
Hayden Cole, the final hope for the Vets. Cole will also see his first at-bat of the game. It comes with 2 down and no one on in the bottom of the 6th. First pitch he sees is a ball. That one outside and low. And second one a ball as well. That one high and inside. So painting both the corners, just not quite in the strike zone right there for Sullivan. And it's a 2-0 count to Cole. Umpire does like that one for a strike. Two and one now the count to Hayden Cole. And he takes that one for strike 2. And now Sullivan and the Astros are just 1 strike away from victory. And he got him for strike 3. Looking on a breaking ball, and what better way to end the game for the Astros. Nice pitch, and that should do it here as it's a 13-run deficit in the bottom of the 6th. And we have ourselves a final 16-3 your final score here. The post 400 Astros taking care of business in game 1 here at Young Field. They topped the Vets by 13 runs, 14 hits for the Astros as opposed to 6 for the Vets. So some impressive offense from the Astros in game 1. They took game 1 last night as well. We'll see if they can take game 2 or if it's going to be history repeating itself and the Vets taking game 2, the Twin Bill. We're going to shut down this broadcast and get the next one set up for game 2 here in a matter of moments. So for Eric Teoxen here on Magnitude Sports, hope to see you guys again soon. Once again, final score 16-3. Astros with a big offensive showing and taking care of business in game 1. Game 2 coming up next on Magnitude Sports. Keep your eyes peeled for a new broadcast.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.